Ethan had been thinking nonstop about the mysterious source of his powers. Lyra's warning still echoed in his mind. The closer you get, the more dangerous it becomes. But what did that truly mean? Ethan knew he couldn't do this alone, and he wasn't sure who to trust anymore. Back in his room, he decided to study everything he had learned so far. As he scrolled through his phone, he came across a strange news article. Local police report unexplained attacks in downtown. It sounded like the kind of strange event that could be linked to the Wielders, the people with powers like him. The article mentioned an attack at a local tech company, where several employees had been injured. The odd thing? There were no signs of weapons or any clear explanation of what happened. But something about it felt wrong, unnatural. That night, Ethan decided to investigate. He wasn't sure what he was hoping to find, but the article led him to the tech company. It was late, and the building was quiet. The faint hum of machinery filled the air, and the moonlight cast eerie shadows across the windows. As Ethan snuck into the building, he noticed something strange. The doors were unlocked, and the security cameras appeared to be malfunctioning. Who would leave a place like this wide open? He thought. It's almost like they're waiting for me. Suddenly, he heard a noise. Footsteps approaching. Ethan's heart raced. He ducked behind a row of machines, trying to stay hidden. Two figures entered the room. One was a man with a dark hoodie, and the other was a woman, her eyes glowing with energy. She seemed familiar. Could it be another wielder? The woman, sensing Ethan's presence, turned and smirked. "I knew you'd come," she said, her voice echoing through the room. The man with her stepped forward, revealing that he too had glowing eyes, just like Ethan. They were wielders, and it was clear they weren't here to talk. Ethan quickly sprang into action, summoning his powers. Blue energy crackled around his fists as he confronted the two strangers. "Who are you?" he demanded. "What do you want?" The woman laughed. "We're the ones who keep balance in this world, Ethan. We control the powers, you just don't know it yet." The man lunged at Ethan, forcing him to defend himself. Ethan blocked the attack but was thrown backward into a wall. He barely had time to react before the woman fired a powerful energy blast at him. He barely dodged in time, realizing he had to fight back more intelligently than ever before. "You're just a pawn in a game you don't understand," she shouted. Ethan gritted his teeth. "I don't care. I'll figure this out, no matter what." He used his powers to create a barrier of blue energy, repelling the attacks. The woman tried to overpower him, but he had learned more control over his abilities. With a swift move, Ethan countered and knocked her back. Before Ethan could catch his breath, the two figures disappeared, leaving only a lingering energy in the air. Ethan stood there, shaken but determined. He wasn't sure who these people were, but one thing was certain. He was not alone in this fight. With more questions than ever, Ethan left the building. But as he looked up at the stars, he knew his journey had just begun.